Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United midfielder Fred picks new agents amid interest from Fulham and Saudi clubs. Manchester United midfielder Fred has picked new agents amid interest from Fulham and Saudi Arabian clubs, according to Fabrizio Romano. The Brazil international made 56 appearances for the Red Devils in all competitions last season, but he averaged only 41 minutes per game. As per Romano, Fred has recently changed his agency. The 30-year-old is now represented by Energy Sport, who are already working with Arsenal star Gabriel Jesus. With less than 12 months left on his contract, the £52 million signing could leave for a more important role. Fulham and a number of Saudi teams want to sign him. United recently made a huge outlay of £50 million to sign Mason Mount from Chelsea. They will want to recoup some of the funds by offloading a midfielder. Fred is the most likely candidate to head for the exit door. He has entered the final year of his deal, and United have no plans of negotiating a fresh extension. They will not want to lose him on a free transfer next year, and therefore his exit could happen very soon. Fulham are known to be interested in the Brazilians since May, but the Cottagers will have to meet United's £20 million valuation to sign the former Shakhtar man. It's unclear whether the West London outfit will meet the figure. Saudi clubs could easily pay the transfer fee, but a move away may eventually depend on Fred's stance. Fulham manager Marco Silva stepped out of the team bus to personally speak with Fred back in May. We won't be surprised if the midfielder insists on joining them. Dean Henderson expected to join Nottingham Forest once Man United signed David de Gea's successor. Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson is expected to join Nottingham Forest once the club signed the successor to David de Gea, the Athletic report. The 26-year-old spent the recent campaign on loan with Nottingham Forest. He kept 6 clean sheets in 20 appearances before picking up a thigh injury in January. This ruled him out for the remainder of the campaign. Henderson underwent a surgery in May, but he is anticipated to return before the start of the new season. It's now reported that the club graduate is expected to join Forest once a new goalkeeper is signed to replace De Gea, who recently left as a free agent. De Gea recently confirmed his departure from United after 12 seasons. The Spaniard is likely to be replaced by Inter Milan goalkeeper Andrea Onana. Negotiations are currently ongoing between United and the Nerazzurri. It's predicted that an agreement could be reached by the middle of the week. Once that happens, the club could allow the departure of Henderson. Forest seem the front runners to sign him, though they have yet to make a formal bid. Henderson is currently valued in the region of £20 million, but it has been reported that Forest could price him away for £15 million upfront plus performance add-ons. This seems a low figure for a talented goalkeeper, but United are more likely to accept the proposal as they need to recoup funds to make further signings. Manager Erik Tanhaag would ideally prefer to keep Henderson as his backup keeper, but the £100,000 a week star has no desire to play second fiddle between the sticks. Paris Saint-Germain interested in Manchester United striker. Paris Saint-Germain have made Marcus Rashford one of their prime target for the centre-forward role. According to Bild, PSG have identified Rashford and Eintracht Frankfurt's Randall Muani as their two main striker options in case Kylian Mbappé leaves. Mbappé has a year left on his current contract. PSG chief Nasser El Khalifi publicly stated that he must renew or leave in the summer. Real Madrid are considered favourites by many for his signature. Rashford was strongly linked to a move to Paris last December. However, the Manchester United striker is reportedly close to signing a contract extension at the club, as per Fabrizio Romano. His report read, Manchester United are on the verge of reaching an agreement with Marcus Rashford over a new long-term deal. He is set to accept the proposal. Negotiations at final stages. Rashford is very happy with Erik Tanhaag. Final details to be sorted. Here we go soon. He is seen as Erik Tanhaag's talisman in attack, so his departure seems unlikely. Last season, Rashford netted 30 times across all competitions, propelling United to Champions League qualification. Real Betis signal interest in signing Eric Bailly in this transfer window. Real Betis have identified Manchester United defender Eric Bailly as a potential transfer target this summer. Diario AS reported that the Spanish club's interest in the Ivorian defender has grown due to the need to replace departed defenders Victor Ruiz and Edgar Gonzalez. According to Football España, Betis manager Manuel Pellegrini views defensive reinforcement as a priority due to his team's larger schedule upon qualifying for this season's Europa League. Man United will hope to offload Bailly in this transfer window, given that the out-of-favor player has just 1 year left on his contract. This is not the first time that Bailly has been on the La Liga club's radar, with the People's Person previously reporting that Real Betis' new sporting director, Raymond Plans, began closely monitoring the player following his loan to Marseille last season. View it as a promising signing upon arriving in Manchester from Villarreal in 2016. Bailly's tenure at Old Trafford has been marred by injuries. The 29-year-old has missed 103 games through injury during his 6 years at United, not being viewed as a key component of Erik Ten Hag's plans. Bailly was given the opportunity to revive his career with a loan move to Marseille last season. Yet again, injury struck, limiting Bailly's appearances for the club to just 23 games all season. While Betis have yet to submit a formal bid for the player, United are expected to accept a bid of £2 million for the player, a gaping decline from the £30 million originally paid for the player. Should a deal be concluded this summer, Bailly would become the latest in a long list of players that United sold for significantly less than they initially paid, a habit that the club must cease. Newcastle joined Man United in race to sign Monaco defender Axel Disasi. Newcastle United have joined Manchester United in the race to sign Monaco centre-back Axel Disasi this summer, according to reputed journalist Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils have been linked with Disasi for a number of weeks. The club have already held talks with the player's camp, but are yet to make an approach to sign him. Romano has now revealed that the Magpies have entered the pursuit. They have discussed on the player's side this week and are expected to make contact with Monaco. United were heavily linked with Napoli's Kim Min-jae earlier in the summer transfer window, but the South Korean has made the decision to join Bayern München. Disasi has been identified as the backup choice for the Red Devils. Erik Ten Hag has given the approval to sign him, but the question is whether United have the funds. The club recently spent an initial £50 million to sign Mason Mount from Chelsea, while they are currently close to landing Onana in a deal worth more than £43 million, including bonuses. After Onana's arrival, United could shift their attention to signing Atalanta striker Rasmus Haaland. The club are weighing up an opening bid of around £50 million for him. This would take their spending above the summer budget of £120 million. United will need to recoup funds from player sales before they can afford more transfer deals. In our opinion, United could risk losing Disasi to Newcastle unless they find a solution quickly. A transfer for Disasi could highly depend on the sale of Harry Maguire. Maguire could be sold for a fee between £30 to £40 million, but United may need to hand him a huge payoff, considering no club will meet his £190,000 a week salary. Disasi, who could be available for £34 million upfront, is said to be keen on joining United this summer, but he may not stay patient for long if the Magpies make an offer. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has identified Sofiane Amrabat as his primary defensive midfield target. Manchester United are looking to first tie up deals for Andrea, Onana and Rasmus Haaland, as well as facilitate Fred's exit before making a swoop for Fiorentina star Sofiane Amrabat. Amrabat has recently emerged as a target for Erik Ten Hag, who after the signing of Mason Mount is still reportedly looking to bolster his options in the middle of the park. Recently, Fiorentina CEO Joey Baron spoke to the media and welcomed United to bid for the Morocco international. The People's Person covered a report which indicated that Tanhaag had identified Mrabat as the ideal replacement for Fred, who is facing an uncertain future at Old Trafford. It's looking increasingly likely that the Brazilian will be sold in the coming weeks now that he has acquired new agents to oversee his transfer affairs. According to Football Transfers, Mrabat is a priority target for Ten Hag. The United boss was keen on landing the services of either Frankie de Jong or Declan Rice, but both proved unattainable. The report reads, Ten Hag will make a move for the Fiorentina player once the deals for Onana and Rasmus Haaland are wrapped up and Fred is moved on. The Moroccan, 26-year-old, is already with CAA Stiller, one of the top agencies in the UK that oversee or at least have a hand in on an intermediary level most of the biggest deals going on in the Premier League. Mrabat has just 1 year left on his contract with the Serie A outfit, and a deal can be struck for around £20 million. The player is also attracting interest from Saudi Arabia. He is more inclined towards a Premier League switch, although a transfer to the Gulf state should not be entirely ruled out. It's unsurprising that Ten Hag has his eye on Mrabat. The pair worked together at FC Utrecht back in 2007. Last season, the midfielder made a total of 49 appearances in all competitions for Fiorentina. He registered only one assist. Rasmus Haaland pushing for Man United move, talks plant after Andrea Onana deal. Atalanta striker Rasmus Haaland is pushing for a move to Manchester United, according to Sport Italia. The Red Devils recently announced the arrival of midfielder Mason Mount from Chelsea, and they are currently negotiating the transfer of Inter Milan goalkeeper Andrea Onana. United have seen a couple of bids turned down by the Nerazzurri, but the club are inching closer to an agreement. It has been reported that they could sign him in the next 48 hours. Sport Italia have now provided an update on Haaland through their journalist Alfredo Pedula. The Italian outlet claimed that Haaland is pushing to join the Red Devils, and the club should deepen discussions with Atalanta once the negotiation for Onana is closed. United were heavily linked with Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane earlier this summer, but cooled their interest due to the £100 million fee and the difficulty negotiating with the chairman Daniel Levy. Haaland is now the priority striker target for manager Erik Ten Hag, and it has been reported that United are weighing up a formal bid of around £50 million for the talented striker. The young Dane joined Atalanta from Sturm Graz in late August last year. He scored 10 goals and provided 4 assists from 34 appearances for the Serie A outfit last term. His statistics are not extraordinary, but the 20-year-old was not a regular starter for the Bergamo club until the beginning of 2023. He had no preseason with the Italian side. In our opinion, the youngster has the attributes to develop into a genuine goal scorer with consistent playing time. He needs to join United in the preseason to adapt quickly. Haaland has a strong physical and aerial presence and also possesses good pace on the counter-attack. He has got into terrific scoring positions but needs to work on his finishing. Ten Hag could develop him into a potent goal-getter. United are planning an opening bid of £50 million, but Fabrizio Romano recently claimed that Atalanta could hold out for £60 million. Man United fancied to sign Andrea Onana for €50 million fixed fee plus add-ons. Manchester United could secure the signature of Inter Milan goalkeeper Andrea Onana with a fresh transfer offer, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Red Devils have already made a couple of bids for the 27-year-old. They recently proposed to pay €45 million plus €5 million in add-ons, which was rejected by Inter. The Nerazzurri continue to request €60 million, but Corriere dello Sport claim that they could be convinced if United offer a fixed fee of €50 million plus add-ons, partly easy to achieve. The Italian outlet believe it could be a matter of days to find a solution, about 48 hours. Onana is likely to demand wages of 7 million euros per year. There is no definitive agreement with him for now. United are yet to make an improved third bid for the Cameroonian star, but it's only a matter of time. With David de Gea's exit, it's quite clear that the club have decided to spend big on a new number one. Onana is the clear-cut target for manager Erik Tanhaag, having worked together at former club Ajax. The 27-year-old would perfectly fit into Tanhaag's plans with his impressive role-playing ability. He is good with his short and long passes and also likes to make high claims in the box. Onana has the ability to operate as a sweeper keeper to negate opposition counter-attacks. He is a no-brainer signing for the club. We anticipate the deal to be formally agreed soon. The shot stopper has not agreed personal terms yet, and that's according to Corriere dello Sport. Other sources are saying that they have already agreed terms and there are no problems. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.